Welcome to Invest Stories, a podcast about real stories, real estate, and taking real action. Join hosts John Hooper and Kyle Robertson as they talk investing, mindset, and taking that first step. We all have a story. What's yours? The Invest Stories podcast.
We're back. Welcome back to Invest Stories. We had a week out last week. Well-needed R&R, taking a bit of time out for some family for me. Same for Kyle. Kyle's still out this week. He's completely off the grid and really enjoying himself, hopefully, with some well-needed family campground time. So you've got me today. And today we've got a really interesting interview. David Richter is a real estate investor. He's worked on wholesale, he's worked on turnkey, BRRRR, and owner financing rentals, and he now runs a company, Simple CFO. And Simple CFO is all about making good financial decisions for smaller businesses through a fractional CFO, Chief Financial Officer role within those organizations. So for those not quite big enough to pay their own CFO, you can have a little bit of David's team to help you with those things. He's also the author of Profit First for Real Estate Investing, which is a really interesting book to go and read about how we view profit, how we view money and where we put our money, and how we know we're doing great things or not so great things, and really is such an interesting part of kind of finding the rhythm of business. So without further ado, here's David. Welcome to Investories, David Richter, author of Profit First for Real Estate Investing, founder, David, for CFO Simple. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah, Simple CFO, yes, indeed.
Simple CFO. I'll stand corrected.
Yep.
And an investor yourself. So through real estate, 800 units plus, and multiple strategies and family and all that good stuff. So first of all, I want to know how you do it all, and secondly, welcome to the show.
Yeah, well, do it all because I have a lot of good people around me. And then secondly, thank you for having me. I love telling the stories and love just getting this message out there.
Thank you, David. Now, I did listen to your book, and I got a lot out of it just by the first pass listen. I usually have a litmus test of audiobooks, of listen to it once, maybe at a faster pace, and do I keep skipping back to re-listen, and then do I want to go back and listen again? So yeah, it was a really good book to kind of dive into, and there's some really solid principles there. And I noticed there's a mention of what we've started to call the purple pill, which is Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
Is that, was that your lead into real estate? How did you get started?
That was my lead into real estate, and I got into it because a friend gave me that book in college, and that shattered a lot of my mindsets and beliefs on school, money, working. So that was definitely the purple pill I swallowed back in college.
And so one of the components, and I'm a new investor, so I have a property in the UK. I have a short-term rental up in Big Bear here, and I'm fairly good with money, but the financial aspect, the CFO mindset, where do most people, I guess, get started with that, or where do most people kind of fail with that?
Most people, like when I was back in the real estate game, very heavy. We were doing like 25, 30 deals a month. So like we were doing 300 deals a year, and it's the same thing for that as someone just getting started out. We want to know what we make, what we spend, and what we keep. Like everyone wants to know those three simple numbers. And if you do know those numbers, it opens up a lot of doors. But back then there were people focused on it. But at that point when I took it over and saw the finances of the business, like we were doing 25 deals a month, which sounds awesome, but we were spending like 26 deals a month. So it was like, why are we even doing this? We would be better being a newbie and just starting out and like building wealth and profitability right from day one, and not be going down this rabbit hole. So I think that's where a lot of people, they eventually feel that a lot of investors, when they first get started and as they start ramping up, feel like, hey, I'm making money in real estate. Then they look at their bank account and say, where in the world did all that money go? Like they feel like they're making money, but they know that they're broke, like that there's no money in the account. Like, where the heck is it all going? So that I feel like that's where that CFO mindset comes in